we had a reading last week which talked about George Harrison and Elvis Presley, a really good reading. And that reminded me of a little unknown fact about those two people. They got something in common. Before they became famous, they both, do you know this? They both were apprentices to become electricians.
No.
Yeah, that's true. But George Harrison famously said, he left the apprenticeship because he joined the Beatles, and he said, I'm glad I left because otherwise it would have blown up something. And Elvis was very lucky. He had a nasty accident, but obviously he survived and had a international famous, brilliant performer. But shortly after the accident, he was all shook up. No sympathy in this audience. So anyway, last week I started with a poem from one of the three Mersey poets, which was by Adrian Henry, Love Is. So I thought tonight I'd give Brian Patten a go, and this is entitled Geography Lesson. Our teacher told us one day he would leave and sail across a warm blue sea to places he had only known from maps and all his life had longed to be. The house he lived in was narrow and grey, but in his mind's eye he could see sweet scented jasmine clinging to the walls and green leaves burning on an orange tree. He spoke of the lands he longed to visit, where it was never drab or cold. I couldn't understand why he never left and shook off the school's stranglehold. And halfway through his final term, he took ill and never returned. He never got to that place on the map where the green leaves of the orange trees burned. The maps were withdrawn on the classroom wall. His name forgotten, he faded away. But the lesson he never knew he taught is with me to this day. I travelled to where the green leaves burn, to where the ocean's glass clear and blue, to places our teacher taught me to love and which he never knew.